Yeah, peace. Nine is it, nine ascension. What's going on, family? The royal bloods, the royal family. So yeah, I want to talk about these emperors, which is the pharaohs and the emperors. You know what I'm saying? The empresses. Back in the golden age when we was ruling all these dimensions, you saw those giant statues that they built back in the days, things like that. That was actually our real height. We was the giants. You know what I'm saying? It's not by coincidence that these statues were built in a magnificent size that they were. And the reason why that they have statues currently made of that stature is because they try to implement that same blueprint as the God's statue was created. You know what I'm saying? So you got these statues like the Statue of Liberty. You got your different statues from that have been created from the man upstairs. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm talking about. The so-called white man is the man upstairs. You know, they've been created on his behalf, and then he got his people that statues that have been created for his people. And they're like giant statues. So they try to implement that same blueprint, but the gods and goddesses was actually really giants. You know what I'm saying? Those statues was built uh, in accordance to their stature. So yeah, the man upstairs always try to duplicate and copy. Always. You know what I'm saying? The reason why we at this height is what I want to bring up. The reason why we at this particular height, even though you got some of our people that's tall, and that's the God genes in us. You know what I'm saying? You got us at a height, excuse me, at a height of 6 feet to 7 feet. You know what I'm saying? Even though we was taller, way taller than that. You know what I'm saying? But those are the genes that have been left. That we have. You know what I'm saying? That's why we tall. You know what I'm saying? Majority of us. And you got a few guys. Well, I ain't gonna say majority. It's like half and half. A lot of our people, they done stunt their growth due to genetic manipulation, mixing their seed. So these are the outcomes, the results of us mixing our seed. We actually not supposed to be this size. We not even supposed to look like humans, so to speak, more so. As we begin to mix our seed, our genes begin to digress. Even though the God genes are still there, it still exists, you can't kill it. But in some form, even when we mix our seed, the God gene is somewhere in there, and it's gonna override the humanoid genetic. You know. So yeah, we were the real giants, and the babies. You see the size, the average size we are now, like 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? You got folks within our bloodline that's even shorter. But the size between like 6 and 7 feet, that was the regular size of when we were infants, when we was babies. And usually when they came out the womb, majority of the time, you know what I'm saying? 100% of the time, and I'm just going with the flow of the words right now. 100% of the time, these babies, these infants, like back in the days when we came out the mother's vagina and everything else, when we were so-called born, we was like 6, 7 feet. You know what I'm saying? Coming out the womb, and that's how big the mother and father was. The emperor and the empress was. They were giants. You know what I'm saying? And when we came out of the womb, we came out already knowing. You know what I'm saying? As if we was like little people, you know what I'm saying? Little people just knowing, you know what I'm saying? We was at that size, the size that we at now, maybe 6 to 7 feet. Now that's the same size we came out of the womb and everything else. You know, coming out the mothers, you know, the goddesses. We was like 6, 7 feet. Already knowing what the hell is going on, already moving in an advanced fashion. That's how we moved. But now that our genetics got dumbed down, you know what I'm saying, manipulating our genetics, mixing our seed, we dumb down ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though we gotta go through an abundance of tests and go through the process of learning the body when we should already know. That's because we've been vibrating low for such a very long time that we forgot how things work. You know what I'm saying? Now it takes months, days, months, seconds, minutes, hours to actually get up to the point of really knowing your body. And then you got some people in life who just don't know their body at all. I mean, look at the people out here, our people out here, that sit up there, eat potato salad, mac and cheese, you know what I'm saying? All these type of poisonous foods. And they don't even know how to cure themselves. They don't know how to relieve certain illnesses. They don't know how to do none of those things. You know what I'm saying? They forgot the science on how the body works, how the body eliminate diseases, discomforts, all those type of things, you know? They forgot, they ignorant. But yeah, when we was born back in the golden age, we was like 6, 7 feet already. You know what I'm saying? The God and the gods was on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Super giants. Super giants. You know what I'm saying? So us walking out here today, being of the same height and stature almost like the human, that just goes to show that we've been acting up. We've been in disobedience, man. And on the highest bidder, we've been out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? We've been real out of pocket and disobedient. Not listening. So these are the results. And another thing I wanted to mention, those symbols that's on the statues, they were like, I wouldn't. I'm gonna just go with the flow. They was engraved. They was like signatures on the body. They was like engraved on the body. You know what I'm saying? So it was languages on our vessels back in the golden age. That's why they got the symbols there on the bodies. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just put them there. Some of them was like symbolic due to their throne and the attributes that they represented while ruling on a planet, certain situations, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to their position. So it was like a language or whatever. You got some of these humanoids thinking, I've been watching a couple videos where they trying to decipher the language. In my head, I'm like, yeah, right. They ain't on that level, man. They deciphering it in English form. is all BS. You know what I'm saying? And King Tut, tomb. You know how they show you his tomb with the ponytail in the back. People actually think that's like his hair or his locks or something like that. It don't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? That's actually a cord in back of the body, which they call the spinal cord. That's the cord, and that's the energy running through the cord, and it bursts through the head. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's connected to the headdress, and I don't even think that's really a headdress. I mean, it's symbolic. They showing you that the cord, the energy within the cord burst. You know what I'm saying? Inside the the crown. That's why I got those lines around the headdress. Symbolizes the sun. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got the serpent on the forehead. That would be the core of the sun. And then those lines will be, you know what I'm saying, the rays. So it's circulating through his crown, his whole head. You know what I'm saying? So it's that cord. Ain't no damn ponytail that they trying to show you or describe to you. And another thing I want to add on, this young Pharaoh cat, I already knew he was a fraud. You know what I'm saying? He's an acting puppet. And his new girl, Ashe Devon, like, I get her points. Like, I've been listening to her lately. Like, I get her points, but I think she's acting too. You know what I'm saying? She been too focused on the ball, Nature Boy. He's a straight up fruitcake. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Anytime you justify, faggots and all that kind of stuff, man, you out of order. You out of order. Then talking about, yeah, you're not into it. You try to be into it. You wish you was into it. Like, come on, you mentally sick. You have a mental illness. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you gotta force yourself. But, because you're trying to be enlightened, you can't do it. I mean, this dude is backwards. So if it wasn't if he wasn't being judged, I mean, that's probably what this dude would be doing. If he wasn't able to be judged, this dude would be the freaking scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying? See, back in the days, man, for treason, these kind of guys will be beheaded. You know what I'm saying? That's why we gotta establish a real kingdom. You know what I'm saying? A real kingdom. You know what I'm saying? A solar dome. You know what I'm saying? They say kingdom. We need a solar dome. You know what I'm saying? A court, an establishment. Whereas we judge all this folly that's going on, all this treason, all this disrespect. You know what I'm saying? And I rock out with the free form. Like, I support that. But this dude look like Tarzan. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't keep themselves together. Not only that, look like, this dude been on something. Like, he been doing some drugs. Just how the mechanism of how he move his mouth and everything else look like he been on something. Like, he been on drugs before. You know what I'm saying? But back to this Ashe Devon chick. You know what I'm saying? You talking about Nature Boy, but you looking just like him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all looking just like each other. You know. You got Nature Boy and his little wifeys. And then you got Young Pharaoh and Ashe Devon. They tag teaming together like they husband and wife. Like they about to have a match off, which they about to have a debate You know what I'm saying? DE debate is all bait. Get everybody in the bait, channel the energy to them, and they feed off of that. Then you got this Ashe Divine character. My intelligence is telling me, my senses is telling me that she's an undercover fraud. You know what I'm saying? She trying to act like she against this dude, Nature Boy. It's no difference than how they do in presidency. You know what I'm saying? They got the Democrat and they got the Republican. Your red and your blue. You know what I'm saying? Ashe Divine and Young Pharaoh would be the red, and Nature Boy is the Democrat. Because he is a demon. You know what I'm saying? He's a parasite. You know what I'm saying? They all parasites, but dealing with the dynamics and the principles. You know what I'm saying? You got both these individuals, well, all four of these individuals. One side is in the red corner, the other in the blue. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to act like they enemies or whatever. They disagree with each other, but they all working together. You know what I'm saying? This chick Ashe Divine, like, you got all this time. I mean, somebody must be funding her. You know what I'm saying? Like, who paying you? You got all this time to make all these freaking videos. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even at work with it. You doing it walking around your house and things like that. Like, don't you got bills to pay? Don't you got responsibilities that you need to take care of? Don't you? Don't you got a kid, a child? Like, do you take your child out or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Your kid, she got too much time on her hands. So the question is she getting paid? And a lot of times is this, they utilize backgrounds, environments that can be shown to the people as if they in the same situations they in. So you got Ashe Divine who's walking around in the hood or wherever neighborhood she's at. You know what I'm saying? And that image is portraying as if she's a regular chick exposing Nature Boy and all of that. So by her, and then her hair, she got her locks and all of that. So it's like she becoming one with the people. Like they all can relate. They got one big circle with as though they can relate with each other, exposing Nature Boy and his folly. You know what I'm saying? So they use these lower neighborhoods so they can be utilized to grasp to the people. These moles are being put in a position to be utilized to grasp to the people. You know what I'm saying? Channel that energy on them. Keep talking about this dude, Nature Boy. You know what I'm saying? He do commit a lot of folly, but they keep talking about this dude and making videos back to back, back to back. Like, what do you get out of that? And I'm sure she don't got no other knowledge. She don't got no advanced knowledge. None. Young Pharaoh don't got no advanced knowledge. Nature Boy don't got no advanced knowledge. None of them. Ashe Divine. They talk about the same ish. The same, you know what? F that. They talk about the same shit. The same shit. Over and over again. Ashe Divine still talking about Nature Boy, trying to expose him. You know what I'm saying? Young Pharaoh making up titles and shit, trying to sound interesting. You know what I'm saying? Nature Boy, he still talking about this homosexuality being justified and everything else, and him being a master teacher and his fake diet. You know what I'm saying? His bullshit diet. You ain't on no real diet. You look at his vessel, he vibrating super low. Ain't no high energy coming through that vessel. You're done. It's a wrap for you, buddy. It's a wrap for you. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap for you, Tarzan. You know? Him and his little wifeys. You can tell she under some mind manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Her mind is being fondled and played with. You know? All his little soldiers. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even soldiers. You know what I'm saying? They goons. Cause goons, they move in the spiritual, on that spiritual energy. They goons, man. They gargoyles. They demons. You know what I'm saying? His little gargoyles. And Nature Boy will be the chief of the gargoyles. He's the he's the main commander of those gargoyles. You know what I'm saying? They all BSing. They all getting paid. They all trying to act like they enemies, but they in cahoots, man. That's how the presidency play, man. They do the same thing, Democrat and Republican. They act like they enemies, but they all part of that one big family. You know, get y'all thinking that they for you, but they really playing you. They mentally playing you, man. They mentally playing you. I don't think people know how deep of a game is being played here. You know what I'm saying? I figure I'll make this video because I'm gonna have a lot to do this week. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself this question, man. Why they call all these days, they call weeks, days of the week, of the weak-minded individuals. That's why they call it days of the week, and they keep recycling. You know what I'm saying? The days of the week, name of those damn days, they keep replenishing, keeping you in a repetitive state. You know what I'm saying? Then they got this thing where they got throwback Thursdays and certain joints hump Wednesdays or some mess like that, man. Got you all up in a circle, you know what I'm saying? Repeating over and over again. You know, repeating on repeat mode. This is crazy, man. People just don't get it yet. They lost. That's why they meant to reach out to these insubordinate, you know what I'm saying, slow pokes. You can't reach out for them, man. This is only supposed to be for those who know what's going on, and they all supposed to come together. All the chosen, they gotta come together on the real. That's why we in this predicament still. We ain't making no progress until we able to stand up. How we underlords or gods and goddesses or kings and queens if we ain't coming together to form a plan or whatever to put our mental focus and power into the situation at hand. Like what good is that? As far what good is us just sitting waiting? It's like waiting for Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? In reality, we gotta come together. That's what it's gonna have to take. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be able to take lead. But they gotta be firm, because you can't have no informants, no moles, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Can't have nobody trying to infiltrate the Carter. You know what I'm saying? It's like New Jack City. Can't have nobody infiltrate the Carter. You know? Gotta do strict investigations. You know what I'm saying? Strictly. You know what I'm saying? Strict observations. That be one of many keys that we gotta hold. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about, man. Yo, those statues, they was giants. You know what I'm saying? They was super giants. As those babies came out the vessel of their mother, we was like 6, 7 feet tall already coming out the freaking womb already. And knowing, moving like we know already. Not how it is today. Not how, you know, how it took time for us to understand saying some Google Gaga or crying out the womb or whatever madness. No, we ain't move like that. We move intelligently right out the womb, knowing, talking, all of that. You know what I'm saying? All that in one bag. We knew it. We knew it all from the rip. You know? But yeah, watch out for these moles out there, man. That's in the YouTube community, YouTube video community, to be exact. Social media, period, man. They all out here to distract us. And they try to make it as if these guys is in the same position as you as far as the neighborhoods they living in, all of that. That's how deep the game is being played. It's being played on your subconscious mind to trick you. They utilizing a lot of trickery, a lot of wizardry. You know what I'm saying? Our own people is turning against us. Our own people. And I'm telling you, you'd be surprised how many of our people folded on us a long time ago. And it's going to continue. But we going to override that. We going to overcome. It's my little video. Much peace. Grace. 9 is the sign. What's theirs is already ours. Honor those who honor you. Peace out.